Ajax again. All right.
And your boy is back. Your godson returns.
Yeah, I just came in. I just like saw some of like your new setups. Yeah, like you guys definitely been stepping it up. I really enjoy the mainstream setup. That's what we're looking at right now.
Yep, and side stream you could see in the left
yeah.
hand.
They'll show me like those. They're like the semi-arcade looking things. Very nice. Very nice.
And right now on main stage we have Ralphie saying hi to Jen as Suarez sets up on the opposite side.
Is it going to be Ralphie versus Suarez?
Looks like it.
Right. Oh, so Ralphie's getting a little bit of a gauntlet on stream, going right through from Stocktaker to Suarez. Where are we in bracket?
That's a good question because this is the second bracket this evening. There was a bit of a snafu earlier.
Oh, really? Of course.
Technical difficulties occurred.
Okay.
Yeah, no, these are currently not of use.
They're not charged?
Not charged, not being used because no one's ever in here but me. But we're in here, and we're here for Suarez and Ralphie.
So game one going on Battlefield. Ralphie starting off with Bayonetta.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
He mentioned that he wanted the Bayo pick because he saw that he had quite the lineup for him in bracket today. And on Battlefield, it's a fine start as any. However, Suarez, one of the stronger of the LI Yoshis, very proficient in this particular stage for this particular matchup.
Yeah, this is like one of those things that, like, because he's such a heavy character with all those wide blast zones, it's like, okay, Bayo, try your best. All right, because I am not going anywhere for any time soon.
And Suarez knows that he's going to be moving around a lot on this, so he just has to stay as mobile, force Ralphie to use those resources to keep mobile with him. Which time ain't going to be one of those good resources.
Yeah, Ralphie getting on a little bit of percent. Anytime he lands a hit, it's always an opportunity, but he has to get the spacing correctly. That was a little bit off center of where he wanted him to be.
And Suarez just going to try to nickel and dime his way through to getting those even percentages before he starts to turn up the heat, go for the kill.
I like the awareness that Ralphie is like making these soft reads with the witch time, where like he's not getting punished for it, and he's just pulling it out. He's like, hey, he might just mash a button right here, you know, and he could die.
Yeah, punishing people for playing video games is what we're about.
Yeah, I'm loving this. Like, he's really going in to like heavy bait those hits.
Meanwhile, Suarez making sure not to bite that bait. He's going to get a hit with the egg throw and connecting that up air for the first kill.
Fantastic, like, setting up, like, insurance with the eggs going, like, straight up. He's like, well, if he's going to cross me up, he's going to get hit by this because it's a transcendent hitbox. And it was, like, a perfect thing because he wasn't ready to tech, to get hit to then tech on that platform.
Now Ralphie trying to pressure that shield. He's doing a good job of it, forcing Suarez onto the offensive. But the call out on that cross-out jump.
I swear to God, this is something that's like very specific to Ralphie's Bayonetta. He's just like, look at Giant Fist.
Every Bayonetta here in New York plays differently. They all do Bayonetta things, but they all have a different approach to how to do those Bayonetta things. And Ralphie's Bayo is starting to take a form of its own, where a lot of his own play style is encapsulated in that he's waiting for a lot of opportunity to just go off on his opponent, and he'll pressure the opponent into those situations where they want to just press a button.
Yeah, I think a lot of that playstyle just comes from his experience with Cloud, just being able to be like, look, you're going to play my game, and you're not getting out of this.
And Suarez is the type of player who's used to people playing characters that are going to force him into that situation.
Heavy pressure. Because when he does stuff just like that, when he makes his hit land, he makes them count.
Ralphie not able to get any follow-up off that second witch twist that popped Suarez up. He's going to go for it again and still not going to be able to land that up air. Suarez trying to keep this ledge pressure up, but recognizes that nothing he puts up is particularly safe. Only getting that first hit of back air. Ralphie's still in it. Coming up off the ledge, though, with a ABK into the back air.
Even though these percents are very even, I feel like the momentum is in Suarez's favor. There we go. Perfect.
Just blow him up.
Because I was going to say, like, the fact that he got his first kill with the semi-rando up smash, right? It was like, now Suarez is like, okay, this is something I need to think about. This is something I'm going to be aware. He's been trying to bait me with these which times the entire time. So I know I had to be careful there, and now I know that one of those baits is going to lead to that smash. So as long as I avoid that, I should be good.
Now we've got a completely different dynamic here for Final Destination and the Cloud Pick coming out from Ralphie.
I like that Yoshi bomb to try and just like combo break.
Suarez tries it every so often. It's one of those like niche tools that when it works, it's just really silly when it works. But then when it does it, you just realize that it's like, oh wow, that was a bad option.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where it's like, remember, all bad options are never purely bad. You know, it's all about the situation and the scenario and the momentum of the game itself. You know, spamming Yoshi Bomb or Kirby Stone, you know, it's like, hey, there's a time and place for it, and even though it's infrequent, there's still a time and place for it.
Of course.
You see Suarez just doing a lot of comeback damage right there, but it's not. No, he's a big boy.
Yeah, he's surviving. Yoshi's big. And Ralphie doing wise to make sure to save his jump, get back safely, but he's not going to die from that shield pressure. No, turning that around with the down smash and taking that first stock.
I feel like Suarez is kind of feeling these Yoshi bombs a little bit too much.
It's one of his odd aggressive habits that I'm not particularly a fan of.
It's not. It's something that I feel like is a little bit new to me watching him play. Since like from the previous times, it was a new habit. But I feel like he's just thinking about it a lot, so he's seeing more windows for it, but is less practiced with it to know which windows are real or false.
Right. And right there we're seeing it finally work out for him. Clobbering down on Ralphie at 140+ percentage, netting the kill. However, he's going to have to work a lot harder to build up that percentage again with Ralphie already sitting at 81 and counting.
And he's now stuffing out his moves. It's just like, oh, I got a 1% trade. That's all good for me.
Vanilla cross slash just to assert that stage control, build up even more percentage. And Suarez, once again, coming down with this Yoshi bomb.
He's using it as a boxing tool, which is a really good thing because it does have that launching hitbox. But again, I feel like he's just like doing it a little bit too much. Like, yes, I am aware that he got the kill off of it, but you know, try again, you're gonna get it. You know, but you know, he's probably just feeling it out a lot, and it's not paying too dearly.
Yeah, he's not gonna be feeling much of anything as we go into game 3.
Yeah.
Now, my question is whether or not if Ralphie's going to stick with his Cloud, because he knows that he has much experience in this matchup compared to his Bayo into Yoshi.
Yeah, like one of the first times he ever played Deo versus Raptor at a Smash Attack, he won. And I was like, okay, Ralphie, sure.
It works. But now the next question, is Suarez going to switch?
Does he have another character?
He does have another character, Greninja, and a Mario.
Okay.
We don't often see either of them, but they do come out on occasion.
Neither of them are dinosaurs. I still don't believe you, actually, because he's still Yoshi.
It's still Yoshi. And, in fact, we have to run back to Final Destination.
I guess I can kind of understand that. Maybe he just felt like he was a little bit too experimental with that last game, and he's like, okay, look, let me try and just tidy up a little bit, and I'm sure I can do this. Let's keep the variables the same, and so let's just make it that the only thing that changes is me, and he's not going to be ready for this. But we'll see if he's ready for this.
Yeah, you're going to have to see what he changes about in this gameplay. And so far, we haven't seen any Yoshi bombs, so
yeah,
that's good. And a lot more eggs, which is a lot more characteristic of Suarez's style of Yoshi.
Ooh. Was that a potential like spike there? Nah, he probably wouldn't brought out too far.
Yeah. The percentage is just a little too early for that to be netting any kills. And there's that bomb, but this time putting a lot of shield pressure out onto Ralphie.
Yeah, but good understanding of how the mechanics of that move works and how when to drop shield so that he doesn't actually end up breaking it.
Shield looking mighty healthy on Ralphie's side as he's trying to reverse these aggressive options onto Suarez. Tried reading the aerial option, but it's not going to matter. Cross slash from center stage is going to be killing.
We are definitely seeing a different playstyle from Suarez. He's being a lot more reserved in his aggression, if that makes sense. In the sense that, like, when he's putting a little bit more bait and punish into his game, and just trying to see how Ralphie moves around him. And just like that, we're going to be evening up the game. So it is working out. This is already much better than the last game where we had, what, like 100, almost 90% versus 0.
Yeah, it was a lot more lopsided because I feel like Suarez was trying to figure out a lot of options. And here it seems that he's taken the notes of what he wanted to, and he's bringing things back to normal with his playstyle.
Oh. Yeah, see, Suarez is beginning to get Ralphie to run into his own game here. He's getting his patterns, pulling him out. Ooh.
Questionable limit cross slash coming from Ralphie. Although, plenty of percentage and stage control that's favoring Ralphie. Now, he could afford to go for those risky options, but he does have to be careful.
Yeah. Even though I felt like Suarez was beginning to control that flow, Ralphie was staying reserved and back enough, just enough to never actually fully relinquish control.